What's up guys, and in today's video we're going to be bringing you something a little bit different. Not only are we coming from camera 3, we're also going to be doing a bit of an unboxing of what's in here. Now what's in this box is a graphics card, and we've been super excited about it for a long time now, and we know that you have too, so let's get into it. So inside this box should be an Intel Arc graphics card. Ever since Intel announced them, we said that we would get one. Not only because it's a bit weird of Intel releasing a discrete graphics card, and that's the kind of thing we do on this channel, but also in an attempt to support them because having a third competitor in the GPU market is going to benefit gamers altogether. Originally we were going to try and get sampled for it, but we were unsuccessful in that, so we've had to wait all this time to be able to get one. And here in the UK they're actually pretty light. For the reference models you can only seem to get them from one retailer, and they didn't really have that much stock, and they weren't even available on the launch date. The first cards that were released were the A750s, which we were actually going to take a look at because it kind of suited this channel a little bit more, being mid-range, but because they actually increased the prices of them, there wasn't that much difference in between them, so we waited a little bit longer and we decided to get the A770. Now obviously these cards are not competitors to the RTX 4090, and we wouldn't expect them to be either because they are actually a lot cheaper. They're probably a little bit more expensive here than we would have liked to pay for them because you can easily get something like an RX 6600 or even an RTX 3060 Ti for about the same price. So I wouldn't necessarily advise you do this if you're looking for performance, but for us it's something special, it's something weird, and we wanted to be able to get on that early adopter list so that we can try and find out some of the issues to hopefully bring to you later. But without further ado, let's crack into the box and take a look at what we got. So as you can see, the box is actually still sealed. We haven't actually touched anything at all. We haven't gone into there through either side, so let's hope it is actually the graphics card we expect. Now I've seen a lot of unboxings of these and they do have some nice fancy features, but I'm not sure if that's the sample list or whether it's actually the retail ones, so I'm sure we'll find out as we go. Get the box open and then we'll take a look inside. Turn that round so that you can actually see it. So that's not as impressive as the sample boxes that I saw, because a lot of the sample boxes actually had this extra piece in, and as you flip these two panels down, the card lifted out itself. But either way, this must be the retail packaging, and if you're going to be looking at getting one of these, this is the kind of thing you expect. But here it is, the Intel Arc box. It does seem extremely well packaged. It's pretty much floating inside this great big box, and this is a very nice hefty piece of equipment. Get rid of that box there. And there it is, the Intel Arc A770 box. We were super excited about this, and I'm sure you guys are too. There's not much really on the box here. It's more like a shoebox type more than anything, but it looks pretty cool. And we just need to break this seal at the front, so we'll do that, and then we'll take a look at the card itself. It's a little bit different than other boxes for graphics cards, which they seem to cheap out on, but look, that's the card itself. It's actually a lot bigger than I kind of imagined it would be compared to the videos that I've seen, and to be honest, even before I get it out of the box, it's absolutely gorgeous. Let's have a look at what else we get here. So we've got some extra pamphlets and things here, which I'm sure just go into the warranty. We've got our little Let's Play booklet, which talks about the GPU, and you get a free sticker. You can't complain if you get a free sticker. Everybody loves a free sticker. I'm sure we'll stick that somewhere, although we never actually use them, to be honest. We've got a box full of stickers somewhere and we don't tend to use them, but let's pull this card out and have a look. I'm actually super impressed with the packaging on this one. There's no silly bags or anything that kind of hold the card in. It's this lovely foam that's really smooth, and we do actually have a nice little box underneath, so I wonder what's in here. Aha, so we've got a cable. Now I assume this is a USB cable that is actually going to plug into the card up here so that you can actually change the RGB lighting. So that's pretty cool. They've included a cable. I'm not sure if that has to actually be stuck to the card. We're not doing a full review of the card today, just an unboxing, but I'm sure we'll find that out later. So if you want to know what that actually is, make sure you subscribe to the channel and you'll get that information later. Pop that little box back in there, and we'll move this over and we'll take a look at the card. So this is the card. This is the Intel Arc A770, and in my opinion, it is absolutely gorgeous. It's really heavy as well. It's much heavier than some of the other cards that I've had in the past. It's a very sleek, clean design. This is the A770 16GB LE, so it's the limited edition one, which has all the RGB in the fans. It has an RGB strip around the side, plus it has RGB on the back. Now I've seen videos of these, of how they tear them down, and they are a bit of a pain in the butt, but I'm not planning on tearing this down at all. This is actually going to be a graphics card that we're going to be using in the studio, once we've actually brought you those benchmarking videos. On the end, it's actually a nice painted black PCI connector thing, the actual bracket itself, and it's got a nice little Intel Arc there with all your little rubber grommets holding in and protecting those display ports. As far as display ports go, we've got a HDMI, and then we have 3 DP plugs, which is pretty cool. Try and get that back in there. We've got these 2 great big fans on the front, which I know from reviews myself. I have watched the reviews, and these cards are super silent, which is great. Intel have done an absolutely fantastic job. It also feels like pretty much the whole casing is metal. I'm pretty sure that back plate is probably plastic. And obviously, if you've seen the teardown videos, this plate in here, which is gorgeous by the way, is going to look fantastic in a system, is actually glued in. So that's not great, Intel, but either way, as far as the card goes, it is quite cool. Oh, we do have on the top, next to our RGB connections, we do obviously have the power connections, and just like other people have reported, they are different colours. That's a bit weird, but they are different colours. We've got an 8-pin, which is in like a bit of a grey, and we've got a 6-pin, which is black. Not sure why they did that. Maybe they've done it for a reason, but either way, you're probably not going to be able to see it once you've got the connections in. And that brings us to the end of our unboxing of the Intel Arc graphics card. I'm actually super impressed with the quality of it, just by the feel of it. It's heavy, it's built really well, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. Hopefully the next time you see this card, we're going to be doing a bit of a benchmarking video, and we'll show you how it compares to a lot of the other graphics cards, particularly in the games that we like to play on this channel. As we are late to the game, there's already lots of benchmarks out there, but people tend to benchmark different types of games and different types of settings with different types of targets. And obviously, if you're watching this channel, you're probably interested in what we kind of do. So make sure you subscribe if you want to be able to catch that video. Once we've done that work, we're actually going to be running this graphics card in our Intel system in the studio. We have an Intel system that currently houses, I believe it's a GTX 1060, that's what we've got in it, that we use for gaming inside the studio, as well as when we want to go and do some streaming. That's what this card's going to be used for, so it's going to be getting a proper daily driver test going forward, and we'll bring you some more updates to that. But anyway, let me know in the comments below, what do you think of the Intel Arc? Have you been thinking about getting one? And if so, is it the reference model that you're going to kind of consider? We obviously went for this model because it's a little bit special. It supports Intel into the market. And to be honest, I just love the way it looks. It's fantastic. But that brings us to the end of our unboxing of the Intel Arc A770. If you do have any questions about this graphics card, either drop them in the comments below or make sure you join our Discord server. In our Discord server, we've got lots of builders in there that can help you with lots of different issues. And you can also ask us anything about this and we'll try to answer. And until then, we'll catch you in the next one.